When you're new to Amazon, your product isn't automatically going to stand out. And you don't yet have the customer reviews or the sales histories to boost your rankings. That's where these 7 secrets will come in. These strategies are going to help you gain visibility, attract your ideal customers, and convert those people browsing to actually buying. Are you ready to unlock the strategies that will scale your Amazon store to 6 figures and beyond? Whether you're looking to grow sustainably or scale with confidence, we've got the insights and tools you need to succeed. Welcome back to the 6 Figure Amazon Store podcast. I'm Becky Avila, your host, and today we're going to dive into a foundational topic for if you are new to Amazon and a new Amazon seller, and that's going to be 7 secrets to succeeding with Amazon SEO and listings as a new seller. Before this, I want to personally invite you to join the 6 Figure Amazon Store course waitlist. This course is designed to actually help you confidently set up and optimize your Amazon store for long term success. I'm going to talk about that a lot today. Whether you're just starting out selling on Amazon or maybe you're looking to take your current sales to the next level, this is going to be a step by step program. And it's going to give you the knowledge and tools that you need without the overwhelm, the guesswork, or even unnecessary hassles. So, with this course, you're going to have access to proven strategies that we've done over the last 8.5 years, managing last year alone over 7 million in Amazon ad spend, expert guidance. So you can really avoid those costly mistakes that a lot of people make on Amazon and set up your brand for sustained growth. Join our waitlist today and be the first to join. There's going to be our lowest price ever. Take the first step towards building an Amazon store that's ready for success. Just email contact@clickfluency.com, put waitlist in the subject line, and then you'll be the first to hear when the doors are open for this course. Okay, so the Amazon marketplace, you probably are listening because you already know this marketplace is full of opportunities. But as the years have gone on, it's also become highly competitive. People see the opportunity, brands are seeing the opportunity. So if you're new to selling on Amazon, optimizing your listings for search and conversions, it can feel a little bit overwhelming. The good news is that with the right strategy, you can stand out and start actually building traction in your category. So, today's episode, I'm going to share 7 secrets that will help you succeed as a new seller by nailing your SEO and creating listings that actually drive results. So there are 2 categories of brands that I'm going to address on today's episode because I don't want to leave anyone else out. The first one is if you are a brand who has already validated your product off of Amazon, when you're adding your product to Amazon, it will look much different than if your brand and your product hasn't been validated yet. There's going to be a lot more caveats I'll share with the other groups. So I want to share for those of you that are in that category as well. Now, when you're new to Amazon, meaning you don't yet have your Amazon Seller Central account set up, you don't have listings on Amazon yet, your product isn't automatically going to stand out. And you don't yet have the customer reviews or the sales histories on your listing to really boost your rankings. So that's where these 7 secrets are going to come in. And these strategies are going to help you gain visibility. They're going to help you attract your ideal customers, right? And then convert those people that are browsing and looking at your listings to actually buying. So whether you're starting from scratch or maybe you're adding Amazon as a new channel for an already validated product, these tips will guide you towards success. So let's jump right into the 7 secrets. So this first secret that I'm going to share with you, it's going to mostly apply if you haven't yet validated your product off of Amazon. And you can't just go on Amazon expecting miracles to happen with your listing. I'm just going to give you a dose of reality because I want to be honest with you and I want you to know the challenges. But when I say validated, for those of you that are like, well, is my product validated? A good rule of thumb that I like to say is if your brand has reached at least $10,000 a month in monthly sales off of Amazon, so this could be at your own website, retail stores, somewhere else, then you have essentially already done a lot in this first step. So you still will want to do this first step that I'm going to share because it's going to be helpful as you enter in a new and expand into a new marketplace, but it's going to not be as crucial as if you are brand new adding Amazon as a sales channel with a product that is not yet validated. So maybe you do have a website, but you haven't hit 10,000 in monthly sales. Maybe you only could hit a couple thousand. That I would say that's not quite yet validated. And as a quick side note, if you do want to use Amazon as a platform to validate your product, that is a completely legitimate and fair thing to do. You just must also understand what's happening before you go and try to sell on Amazon. So I've shared a lot already, but let me just actually get into the first secret. So the first one is do your market research before you launch or before you even create those listings. You want to understand the market that you're entering because the market on Amazon is very different than your own website. So you want to take the time to really analyze your competitors. You want to look at pricing, especially because on Amazon, shoppers are very aware of price. And for a new brand and a new product, people are really looking at prices. If you haven't yet established your brand, or if you haven't established your product in the market or the product demand. So product demand on Amazon is the other thing I wanted to share with you too. So that's like using tools like Helium 10 or another tool. You're wanting to look to see opportunities and maybe even gaps that are already in the market. So product demand is where you're going to see for your product, are people even searching for it on Amazon? If not, Amazon may not be the place to launch it quite yet until you've built more demand and awareness, which is harder to do. But you really would want to do this before you even offer your product on Amazon. So if you could have your listing up and ready, maybe while you're working on that, you could do it that way. But just know that that's going to take more work. And if there's people aren't searching for your product on Amazon, it's going to be really hard to see results. So just want you to go ahead and have that dose of, honesty and reality. Just get it to the place where the data, if it's not already showing that people are wanting your product or looking for your type of product, just keep that in mind. Now, if your product is already validated, remember I'm using that benchmark of $10,000 or more in monthly sales on your website or somewhere else, that step becomes less relevant because you have already proven that people love your product. And Amazon is going to become a really natural channel extension. So when you're going to most likely see higher conversions. Typically, you almost always do. All the brands that we work with, they're always seeing better conversions on Amazon than on their website. However, if you're launching a new product, thorough market research, it's going to be crucial to, and before you're entering the space, because you're going to have to see where there's demand and if there's room to compete. So some brands, this is more for like even the validated brands, they're more hesitant to launch on Amazon. But if you want to scale and grow quickly and maybe even do some global market expansion, you can do that without even hurting your website sales. Obviously it'll take a little bit in there and I could do more in-depth episode on that topic for another day. If you're interested, just let me know. But really you just want to understand the market that you're entering so that you know what you're competing against when you list your product on Amazon. Okay, the second secret is craft a listing that sells. And this one might not be so much of a secret because I talk about this so much, but your listing is your Amazon's is your storefront on Amazon. So that's in addition to if you have an actual brand stores page, if you have brand registry, for instance, on Amazon, and those listings need to be optimized for both searching, so when people are looking and typing things in, but also to convert. And there are several components to this that I've talked about before. That's going to be the keyword rich title. Remember, you're going to have to make sure there's actually keywords connected to what people are looking for that your product is relevant for. It should be very clear. And in the title, you should have bullet points that are engaging with people because they need to see why they need your product. They need to be able to scan it quickly and understand if this product is for them. Is it going to fulfill that need that they have or solve that problem that they have? And then persuasive product description as well. This is where you can really expand more on your product benefits. You can tell more of a story in this section. You have more character count within that section. And also, you want to put keywords in there as well for your SEO. And then backend keywords. Remember, those are hidden fields, but you can add synonyms, you can add misspellings, you can add, other languages where it doesn't fit into your copy and doesn't make sense. That's where you can add it into the backend. So this is going to kind of give you like a really good overall approach for your listings to be optimized for Amazon's algorithm because you can't just copy what you put on your Shopify website on Amazon and expect it to get found, especially if you haven't yet validated your product. So you're also going to want to convince shoppers that your product is the best choice because unlike your website, when they're on Amazon, they are getting bombarded with different ads, right? And this is especially true if they're not necessarily looking for your brand or your product. And so this secret really kind of applies, it could apply for really both brands because I've actually seen brands that have are really good brands that have really bad Amazon listings and barely any SEO, which is why there's some brands that are on Amazon that you're looking at and you're like, I've never heard of them. And they are very successful. They're making a lot on Amazon because they're doing SEO well. The third secret is you want to prioritize high quality images. So images, they're going to be really crucial in driving conversions. They're also going to drive and improve your click-through rate. You want high resolution images. You want people to be able to zoom in. You should have additional photos as well showing your product in use, lifestyle. You really want to have, infographics, comparison charts. Tell your story within your images. Build that trust with that potential buyer. Don't cheap out on images. You should get this done right because one of the things we now offer is because there was so many requests and demand for this, but taking high quality photos. Don't take photos on your phone and think that you can get away with it. You might be able to for a post on social media like Instagram, but you can't on Amazon. Definitely not as your primary image. Also videos for brands because like that's another thing too. Video content is becoming more important for people on Amazon. So really want to have a good foundational start to that with photos and videos. And that's going to set you up for the most likely to be able to succeed with that listing. So if you're already established in sales, most likely you have the images already, you have the high quality ones. But do keep in mind that you want to use images that are also on Amazon that are specifically for that platform because you're going to quickly see that people need to be convinced why they should be buying your product over going to another listing. So Amazon, like I said, because of that, is just more competitive. The fourth secret is leveraging Amazon specific tools. So take advantage of tools like A plus content. If you're enrolled in brand registry or even premium A plus, those are going to allow you to create visuals that are going to go beyond SEO. This is really going to help with conversions, and you can eventually test out additional versions in Amazon experiments. And that's going to really help to see if you're, validating your product or if your brand is already established. Because if you're not leveraging those tools as an established brand, most likely you could be leaving hundreds or even thousands of dollars on the table every month until you add that content. Fifth is to build early reviews strategically. So, reviews are crucial for people selling on Amazon, especially if you're new to Amazon. Look into programs like the Amazon Vine Reviewer. That's going to help you really generate those first initial reviews. Also, provide great customer service, even if you're using FBA, if people reach out to you, you can add things like packaging inserts or just encourage people to leave honest feedback. You can't ask for positive only. So this is really going to be what makes or breaks your listing. If you're not getting good feedback, then you may need to look at and listen to that feedback and work on your product development. Don't take negative reviews as something to try and make go away. Look at how you can make your product better by listening to real reviews. This is why, in addition to being against terms of service, I'm really against fake reviews. Like might give you a short-term win unless Amazon finds you out and shuts you down. But ultimately, it's not helping you build a brand that will last, and you're going to lose trust with customers. Customers don't even trust reviews anymore on Amazon. There's websites dedicated now to finding what reviews are fake. So don't do that. If you have already validated your product, you can also ask people that have purchased from your website to leave an honest review. Keep in mind, Amazon does limit this now to like 5 unverified reviews per week. So plan accordingly. Don't, ask everyone on your email list at once. Next, continuously optimize those listings. So it's not a set it and forget it. You do want to regularly revisit those listings, update your keywords, looking for trends, especially improving your images, tweaking your copy based on what people are saying in the reviews, based on the data that you're seeing on the back end, split testing different elements, like I already mentioned. One of our clients, their products improved by upwards, it was like 10.69% over the average for 4 of their products over 3 months of extra sales when we split tested new A plus content. So, what would an extra 10% in sales mean for your brand? And once you've already grown your sales, that could be a really significant amount. Seventh, don't skip PPC campaigns. As a new seller, Amazon pay per click advertising, it can give you the visibility that you need to start gaining traction. So set up manual campaigns, start gathering data on what keywords and placements are performing best for you. Now, I used to say you don't need a ton of a budget, but what we've seen this year especially is that if you don't have $2,000 to $3,000 a month in your budget to spend on ads, and that seems like too much, then I'm gonna be honest, you might not be ready to add your product to Amazon yet. Like I said, I used to say less even on previous episodes, but we've just found that that's not enough anymore to actually get traction because you need to do it really quickly. And you need to have it be consistent and you need to have well optimized ad campaigns to actually make a difference in driving sales and improving your rankings. So, for those of you with established sales off Amazon, a quick little note to you, make sure you're targeting your own brand name because brands that are new to Amazon that are already getting search volume every month, this can help your products get found because what's been happening is, whether you know it or not, is other brands are targeting your brand name and they're gaining market share and they're gaining sales because people couldn't find your product. So, there's going to be people that just will not buy on your website. They'll only buy on Amazon. Those are the people that you're really trying to capture when you add Amazon as a sales channel. So you can see succeeding as an Amazon as a new seller. It's not just about throwing up a product listing, it is about strategy. So, following these 7 secrets, you're going to set yourself up for success with listings that not only rank, but then convert. So, whether you're starting fresh or maybe you're expanding your already validated product line, those strategies are going to help you gain a visibility, attract the right customers, and then grow your sales. So, thanks for tuning in today to the Six Figure Amazon Store podcast. I hope today's episode gives you the tools and confidence that you need to succeed, especially if you're a new seller. So until next time, make sure that you keep learning, keep optimizing those listings and creating those, and happy selling. Just like your customer reviews on Amazon help you grow, your review on Apple Podcasts helps us reach more brands like you. If you enjoyed today's episode, would you please take a moment to leave us a review? We'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much.